This is crazy. As soon as I said nothing's happening and I turned my live stream off, my other rods started dancing a little bit. That'd be this one, which is in the best spot, and it's also the one that I call my lucky rod because it always seems like if I'm out and I only get one good fish or something, that's always the one that seems to come on. Not to sound superstitious or anything, but it's like I've had a couple rods where it's always the one pole, and I don't know why. And well, this is usually the first one I throw out, so I mean that might be. I mean, I do usually have it in the better spot, so maybe it's not so much luck, but I do call it my lucky one though. And maybe that was just the bait again, but if there was a fish by the other one, they're not that far apart, so it's possible there's a fish down there moving around close to where the baits are, and they're getting excited. It's good, when you sit here. I'm going to turn this off in a second, but when you sit here, when you're fishing for, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever, and your rods are just kind of still and they're not really doing anything, and all of a sudden they start bouncing and dancing and stuff's happening. Um, Usually that means, is that an eagle? Looks like a hawk or an eagle just flew by. Probably can't see it because it is dark. The thing was huge. Yeah, we do have bald eagles here. I don't know if I've seen them down by here too many times, but so I thought the one on the left was going to go a minute ago, but the one on the right is the one that had the big thump before. We've had some higher water here than this time of year usually, so it's possible that some stuff floated down. Hey, George. Yeah, I'm not going to keep this running live because it eats up too much of my cellular um, data, and this is actually my work phone. But yeah, I'm just fishing for big catfish on the river. I got bluegill for bait, and just taking the night off. I thought about doing some music tonight, and I thought, oh, it'd be good to get out. I haven't been outside for a while, so I wish I could stay on for a while. I was just gonna go live if I thought one of the rods was gonna go down, but it's like a watched pot, that kind of thing. This is kind of what it looks like where I'm at. Eh, yeah, I'm getting eaten up a little bit with mosquitoes tonight. I do have some heavy duty spray on, and there's a lot of them. It's been pretty wet here, not the last week, but we had some real heavy rains for a few days, and yeah, now we got the mosquitoes. Yeah, I wouldn't eat anything out of here. It's all catch and release, but like you get like a 33-inch flathead catfish or whatever, and it's a pretty good fight. And I get a few pictures and maybe video. I saw that one moving around a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to stay live though because I'm eating up all my data and I don't want to get. I got a nasty gram email the other day. Well, the whatever it's from my time I used in June, but and they were like, "Oh, you used like 17 gigs of cellular data." Well, some of it I was using GPS when I was on vacation, so it's like, yeah, I got to watch that. But it actually didn't run up my bill that much. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I've probably gotten a bite or two tonight. I mean, mosquitoes, but I do have a lot of bug spray on, like the 100% DEET stuff. But still, they'll find the one spot you don't have spray on. Like a lot of times it's your ankles or whatever, and then that's where they'll try to get you. But it's like something was working out in the middle a little bit. I saw some. There's all kinds of fish in here, a lot of different species. We have smallmouth bass, we have sunfish, we have channel catfish, we have flathead catfish, we have northern pike, we have carp, there's a lot of those, drum, freshwater drum, probably white bass for sure, probably some yellow bass. Um, Kind of typical Midwest stream ecosystem, you know. And this river has a number of dams on it, and this is kind of the pool that's backed up behind the one dam. This is probably the most boatable stretch of river. There's kind of a sandbar south of where we are, but you can easily run in the boat all the way up here. It's about 4 miles from the launch. Oh, I think my one rod just moved. Got to watch that one because I don't have it in the holder. I don't want it to like take off on me. I think last time I was fishing here, I almost lost a rod to a fish. I pulled it in. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so no, there's a boat launch, right? When I had a boat, I used to come up here in the boat all the time. And it'd be about 20 minutes from the launch to get up here running full speed with a small motor, like a 10 horse, whatever. And you can't go too far upstream from here because it starts to get real shallow. Like the where the water is now, I could probably get up pretty far, but usually this time of the year, the water's about 1.5 feet lower than this, so you're not getting too far upstream. This is like the last kind of deep area that you get, so that's why it's a good area to fish, because it's pretty much all shallow upstream from here. And this is one of the few places where there's like water that's 5 or 6 feet, might even be 7 feet right now, with good current in it. A lot of the river here doesn't have that much current, so yeah, it's kind of a natural feeding area. I don't know if I can get in the chat or not. No, so I'm out here throwing live bluegills on the bottom with heavy weights, fishing for big catfish. That's what's going on. You know, kind of like the guys do in the Mississippi River, the Maumee River, the Wabash River, that kind of a deal. This is a smaller stream, but there's some big fish in here. There's 30 pounders. I've seen pictures of 40s pulled out of here, not many. Quite a few 30s though. I've never caught a 30 pounder. When I used to fish in the boat, one of my buddies was with me, and we came up actually to this area, and he caught one that must have been 25 pounds or 27 pounds, I forget. We had all the measurements and stuff. There was like 37 by 24. It was 37 inches long, 24 inches around. That's pretty huge. I've caught fish 30 inches here, 33 inches here. I haven't had a really good hit yet tonight. So I'm sitting here in the dark with a green headlight to not attract too many bugs, so I can kind of see. Although I could fish in the dark. That's why I have the rod tips painted white. Well, the one's painted, the other one's just all white, but that's why I have them painted white, because then I can see it. I can put my regular light on, you can see what's going on, so. A lot of planes going over here. This is like the area where when the airplanes are coming in from the west to O'Hare, they fly right over here, kind of right over here, and then about Whatever. Well, in an airplane, it's pretty quick, but oh, that one's going on the left. Okay, there's a fish there. Take it down, baby. Take it. He's there. And I can tell it's there because it's not the bait, because it first kind of went slack. The rod came up towards me, and that's when the fish pushes the bait forward and grabs it. But he hasn't like really doiked it yet. If they're really serious about it, pretty soon it'll go whomp, and then it'll just start to go down. If they're not serious about it, they might just bump it a few times, and I don't know. I haven't fished up here since mid-June, so it's not like I was just here or anything. I don't think too many people fish this spot. It's a known spot, but I never see anybody else bank fishing here, and I don't usually see too many people up here boat fishing. Come on. It's because I have my phone on. Well, I am going to turn this off. I'm sorry, guys. I have to save my cellular data. And I'm also getting eaten up by bugs. I'm going to put on a little spray.